just before load shedding. Then they were filling their trolley, just filling it up. We were even watching like, yo, we are doing well today. These people, it's not even month end. They were filling the trolley. Then they were standing by the door. Then the lights was just going through. Then these ones were bah. Then the lights was coming back. Then the shelves were empty. It was like a magic trick, Trevor. Yeah, then the owner of the shop came. They didn't believe us when we told them what happened because the camera was also off because of load shedding. Then they said we are the ones who stole it. And because we are responsible for stock control, we decided as the staff, we are going to do something about it. So now, when we see it's going to be load shedding, 5-2, we just close the door and we lock. And then we just stand there where we can see each other. Yeah. Does it make sense? I was like, Tabo, not only does it make sense, but this has instantly become my favorite shoplifting story of all time. Are you like the ingenuity of South Africans? Huh? To have the idea to think of that. That's easily my favorite shoplifting story. Easily. Because I love shoplifting stories. I love them. I love reading about them. You know, hearing how people try to shoplift or like shoplifting syndicates. I'm always intrigued by how people do it. One of my favorites actually, started during COVID in the United States. Right? There was a lot of shoplifting and it evolved when COVID ended, it continued. What somebody discovered was that there's a hack with the sensors at the front of the shop, okay? And so somebody discovered that if you have an item that has a tag on it, right? You know, the metal tag on clothes or, you know, the little sticker. We all know what happens when you walk past the sensor, it beeps. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Even if you hide it. Beep, 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 beep. Right? We all know how it works. But then somebody discovered that if you have the item and then you shake, it doesn't beep. I swear on my life. Guys, it went viral on TikTok. People started doing it. You must try it. You must try it. You must. No, I'm not saying you must steal, guys. I'm not saying you must steal. I'm saying go to a shop, pay for something. When you've got the receipt, tell them, please don't take off the tag. I want to try something. But you must have your receipt because I don't want you guys blaming me now. Just try it. Take the tag, go to the door and shake. It doesn't beep. That used to be my favorite story. Because it's true and because it caused chaos. Yeah, stores in America started losing stock. They didn't know what was happening. Because they were like, what's happening? Nothing's beeping. You know? And they were like, is there anything strange going on? They're like, no, some people are just shaking when they leave. But we don't know what it is. I was like, that's something that could never happen in South Africa. Like, yeah, South African security guards, they don't play those games. Because one of the parts that made the story extra special in America was that some security guards didn't want to stop people from leaving the store shaking because they didn't want to offend anybody who might be shaking for other reasons. Yeah, and then they didn't want to offend people, but here, there's no one who's afraid of offending anybody. Which you think there's a security who's scared of wokeness? In South Africa, here the security guard, he'll just look at you and be like, hey, stop shaking, wana. Hey, so shake apa. Hey. So that used to be my favorite story, by far. Until what I learned at home. Because here's the thing I want to know about this. Who was the first? Every story has a beginning. Who was that pioneer at home who discovered a flaw in the system and then took advantage of it? was that person shopping with their family, buying things for the house, pushing the trolley around, casually, just there like, no, don't get a breadboard, get a breadboard, get a knife there as well, yeah, but get a knife set as well, obviously you want to buy, no, Dinesh, did you get you got the kettle? No, why are you getting Brabantia there? Why are you getting Brabantia? We don't need Brabantia, right? That's expensive. Get a cheap one there. Yeah, it's for your mother-in-law. Relax. Bring there, yeah, put it in, right? No, because we got to get all the things right for the house warming. And then what we going to do? Boom, damn it, the load shedding. Oh, the trolley. Hey, damn it. Hey, the trolley went out the shop there. For a moment, I thought... Hey, Suresh. Did you hear that? No, I didn't hear nothing. Exactly. Bring a PlayStation there. I want to meet that pioneer. You guys don't believe me, go and shake, you'll see. South Africans, truly, load shedding has changed everything. And I mean, it was bound to happen. When you have that much load shedding, people are going to start, they're going to start adapting to it, right? Hedonic adaptation, it's what happens. When you're in any situation for long enough, you start to adapt to that situation and it becomes the new norm. That's what's happened in South Africa. Because now it's like, stage 6 load shedding. You're like, what? What? It's wild. The wildest load shedding I experienced was 4 hours in the morning and then again 4 hours at night. I'm sorry, guys. Can we have an agreement? Can we just make an agreement here in South Africa? And let's just say, at some point, we can't keep calling it load shedding. Yeah, because load shedding implies that there is a load that needs to be shed. But now, if there is more shedding than load, we have to find another name. Right? It's like it's misleading now. Like at some point, we're going to have to name it by the time where there is electricity, not by the time where there isn't electricity. You know what I mean? Yeah, at some point, you're just going to be like, it's time for Power Hour! That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Power Hour. That 1 hour in the day when you get electricity to use all of your appliances. Our number one contestant for today is Tembi. Tembi, what are you going to be doing with your 1 hour of electricity? I'm going to be using my blender to make a smoothie. Ha ha, Tembi, that's it, Power Hour. Proudly brought to you by Eskom. Oh, man. Oh. By the way, what is Cyril doing about the load shedding? No, I ask because I've been trying to find out, and I can't find any information on it. He used to give press conferences every day during COVID, and then now he's gone. What is he doing? Do you know? Because I can't find nothing. He's doing nothing? That's an interesting approach. It's a really interesting one. I'll be honest, man, I don't know how to feel about Cyril's presidency. I don't know how to feel about Cyril's presidency. Because he was promised as the person who would bring consistency, right? I didn't know it would be like consistent load shedding. And it's crazy when you think of how it began. You know, when Cyril became president, South Africans were ecstatic. It reverberated around the world. Newspapers would report, is this the turning point for South Africa? People in the streets here were so happy. They called it Ramaphoria. Remember that? They said it was Ramaphoria. I saw him in Cape Town walking along the promenade. People were cheering for him. He was taking pictures with babies. And then now, you come back a few years later, those babies are deleting their pictures. I feel like Cyril is the most disappointing president this country's ever had. Honestly, I feel like Cyril is the most disappointing president this country has ever had. Not the worst president, not the worst president, the most disappointing president. There's a difference. There's a difference, yeah. Because we all know who the worst president was. Yeah. Hendrik Verwoerd. But Cyril is the most disappointing. The reason I say disappointing is because disappointment lives in the gap between expectation and reality. Cyril came in at the highest level of expectation. And now we're sitting here in a reality that's so far from what we expected. You know? Whereas with Zuma, say what you want about Zuma. Say what you want about Jacob Zuma. We weren't disappointed. We were shocked, but we weren't disappointed. Because remember, guys, that guy came in with a shower. Don't forget that, eh? He kicked things off with a shower. So no one can be like, oh, I can't believe what happened. Hey. From the very beginning, we were like, okay, this guy's coming with action and personality, eh? From the very get-go, Zuma came in with a shower. He came in dancing and smiling. We were like, all right, we're going to be in for a ride. And that's exactly what we got. That's exactly what we just didn't expect that degree, you know? If you think of it this way, it's like South Africa is a car. If you think of South Africa like a car, the president is the person driving that car. We're all the passengers. You know, we're there, we're paying for the petrol, we're paying for the main